Hey, what's up guys? My name is Valencia Gamble, and today I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of story time. And a lot of you guys already know this story, especially if you are my close friends or you follow me on social media, because this was like a very important moment in my life. Like, it was one of the highlights of my entire life. So I talked about it a lot. So this isn't new to a lot of people, but this is gonna be new to some people. And I'm wearing my LA hat because this story took place in LA. So I am giving my props to LA. I lived in California for about 2 years, and I just recently came back home. I won't tell you where home is, not yet, but yeah. I came back home in February, so I'm readjusting to this home life. But yeah, so the basis of this story is the fact that I got the chance to meet two of my idols, I guess you would say, as a kid. Like, I grew up on these people, and they were Megan Good and Adrienne Houghton. Well, her name back then was Adrienne Bailon, but yeah, you get the drift. So yeah, I've been wanting to be an actress for a very long time. It started when I was in my freshman year of college. This was like my second school though, so I went to one school for 2.5 years, and then I transferred to a different school. So I technically say that that was my freshman year when I transferred, because it was a whole nother college experience. I felt like the first college I went to, it wasn't exactly a college experience. So yeah, when I went to my second school, I minored in theater because I realized that that was something that I wanted to do long term, and it made me happy. Yeah, so I graduated, and then I moved to California to pursue my dreams of acting, and I did just that, and it was a very eye-opening experience, to say the least. And I'll get into that in another story time, but right now I'm talking about when I met Adrienne Houghton and Megan Good. So I worked at Walmart for a short period of time, and I remember I came home and I was trying to relax from a long day of like pestering customers, and I was like eating some chicken wings, about to go to bed. That's irrelevant, but anyway, I received a text message from one of my friends at the time, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "I'm about to go to sleep, I'm tired." And he's just like, "Well, I just got this invitation to a music video." And mind you, he lives in LA. I lived in what's called Riverside, which is closer to San Bernardino. If you don't know where that is, just look it up. But anyway, I was about like an hour and a half away with traffic from LA. And so he was just like, "Yeah, I got this invitation to a music video, and it's with Megan Good." And I was like, "What? Megan Good?" He was like, "Yeah, you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "What time is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's in 2 hours." Okay. I live an hour and a half away, and I look like crap. My hair isn't done. I don't have on makeup. I didn't take a shower. Like, nothing. I still had to go pick him up, then go to the music video shoot. Like, I was just frantically trying to figure out what I was gonna do, because I was just like, well, how am I supposed to get ready if I have to come pick you up and we have to still go to the venue? And that was like 40 minutes away, so we would be late anyway. And so I'm just like, forget the shower, forget the makeup, forget the hair, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna grab this dress and I'm on my way right now. So he's like, okay. So I'm like rushing to his house, and I get to his house. He takes forever to come out. I'm just like, oh my goodness. We're gonna be late, and they're gonna be like, no, we can't accept you. So he gets in the car, and I'm like, text them, like, let them know that we're gonna be a little late, but we're still coming, you know. And he's just like, don't worry about it. He's the type of person where it's just like, he's all nonchalant, like, don't worry about it, like, we will be there, everything's gonna turn out great. And I'm the person that's like panicking, like, no, like, they're not gonna accept us, oh my goodness, like, we're gonna be so late, they're gonna turn us away. And so I just, you know, let everything leave my mind, and I just start driving to the location. So we're in like Beverly Hills, and this nice neighborhood, and I have this raggedy car. It's a 2000 Toyota Camry. I miss it so much though. But yeah, it was one of those cars that like you could hear me coming. But anyway, we get to the house, and I'm just like, wow, this is really nice. Like, like I've never been in an area like this before. So we go up to the door, and they're just like, hi. They're so nice. They were just like, hi, thank you for coming. Like, you're here for the music video shoot. We're just like, yeah, like, sorry we're late. They're just like, no problem. They haven't even really started yet. They're waiting for you guys. I was like, what? They were waiting for us? Like, they knew that we were coming and they waited for us? Like, us? Yeah. But yeah, so we go in, and they're just like, so the wardrobe is masquerade. And they're just like, yeah, so you're gonna have to take your glasses off. Mind you, without my glasses, I can't see a thing. I'm legally blind, literally. Like, I take it off, and the figures are just like blurred, like really, really blurred. So I'm just like, okay, like, I won't get this full experience, but at the same time, I am getting this experience. So I take my glasses off, and then we go into hair and makeup. And thankfully, you know, they had hair and makeup there because, like I said, I didn't have a chance to do any of that. And so we're talking to the makeup artist, and they were the sweetest people ever. And they were just like, yeah, you know whose house this is? And we were like, is it Megan Good's house? Like, because that was the only person that we heard of that was actually in the music video. And they were just like, no, it's Adrienne Bailon's house. I was like, what? So there's another person that I know and love that's in this? What? So I'm like super excited, and I'm like kind of freaking out at the same time, because I'm just like, whoa, is this real life right now? Like, am I really meeting two of like the people who influenced my life? This isn't happening right now. So we finished the makeup, and then we're walking upstairs, and like, mind you, this house is gorgeous. Like, it's marble floors, winding staircases, just, it's gorgeous. Like, that's probably gonna be my dream house. It's amazing. I'm gonna post like little videos and stuff so you guys can see it at the end. But it was amazing. So I'm walking up the stairs, and I see all these people. Like, it didn't sound like it was so many people there, but when I get upstairs, there's probably like 30 to 40 people upstairs. And so I'm just like, wow, like, this actually looks like a party, like, you know, like exclusive. We got invited to an exclusive party or something. So there's this figure that comes up to us, and I can't see who it is because I don't have my glasses on. So I'm like, there's this person coming towards me. I don't know who this person is, but they have their arms out, and she's like, thank you so much for coming. She gets like this close to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Megan Good. Like, what? I'm like, thank you so much for having me. Like, we're really excited to be here. And it was just so, I don't know, it was touching to see that she was so down to earth, so humble, and she was just thanking us, like, us, who are we, you know? She was thanking us for being there. And I was just like, wow, this is, you know, when you think of different celebrities, you think, like, they've been in the game for so long, like, they are diva, not necessarily divas, but they see you as, oh, they're just here to be a part of my little video, but you think that you don't matter, but to certain people you do matter. Like, you are the basis of this thing that they're doing. And that's how we felt like we were treated. We felt like we were treated like we were needed, you know? So after she walks away, we're just like freaking out, like, did that just happen? Oh my goodness, like, did she just give us a hug? Did she talk to us? Like, this is crazy. Like, and so everyone's in like ball gowns and stuff like that. I have on this like little black dress. It's like something that you would wear to the club. And I felt so uncomfortable. I was just like, is there any way that I can get a ball gown too, so I can fit in and like look like the rest of everyone else? And so wardrobe was just like, yeah, of course, like, come pick out a dress. And so I go downstairs and I get this nice teal dress. It didn't really fit. It was a little too big in the, you know, chest area because I don't have any boobs whatsoever. But I mean, it went along with everyone else, and I felt more comfortable. And this is, like, because I put on this dress, this is why, like, I got more camera time. Because I feel like, in my heart, I feel like if I kept on that other dress, I probably wouldn't have been seen in the video. Because it was so far off from what everyone else was wearing, that it just didn't feel right, you know? And so I'm glad I asked for a ball gown. But yeah, anyway, so I'm sitting there and we're waiting for everything to start, and everyone's, you know, getting to know each other, everyone's chatting, and I meet some incredible people, like people who've been in the industry for a while, like people who have done a lot of movies and press and commercials, all that stuff. So I try to pick like people's brain who are, you know, higher up in the business, because I'm just like, I want to get where you are. So let me know the tea. Like, tell me everything that I need to do to get where you are. But yeah, so I got a lot of you know, I met a lot of friends that day. But yeah, so yeah, we're sitting there, and I'm sorry if the story just like goes off, because like I have a form of ADHD. So like I will be talking about one thing and then I'll think about another thing and it just like jumbles all together. That's why I don't do a lot of story times, because my stories always like are all over the place. But anyway, so yeah, we're sitting there and then like they start to shoot the video, and here comes Adrienne coming down the stairs, and she's like dressed in this like really gorgeous, like it's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a Cinderella story type dress. It was just like gorgeous, like somewhere where you would get it from like a costume store or something like that. But yeah, she's coming down the stairs and she's singing and like she's walking, and then she walks past us, and I'm just like in awe, like, what? That's Adrienne Bailon, Adrienne Houghton. And I could see, even though I didn't have my glasses on, I could see her glance at me, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like, is this real life? And it's just so beautiful. And so we are there for like over 12 hours, literally from like 4 p.m. to like 4:30 a.m. Everyone's exhausted, like everything. And so I remember we were out. Oh, let me tell you about how we finessed our way into this dance. So they had like a little dance situation, and they were doing what dance was that? It's like the one where you do like the box is like 1 2 1 2. I can't remember the dance right off right now, but I took a ballroom dancing class and this came in handy. And I was just like, I took that ballroom dancing class for fun. I never thought that it would, help me in my actual life. Maybe if I got married or something like that, but never in real life. And I was just like, wow, this is why I took that class. And I had no idea. But yeah, so we were doing a dance, and I remember like the dance instructor was just like, if like he was just like, do you guys know the dance? And we were just like, yeah, we know the dance. We know the dance. And we had no clue what was going on. We were just like, what's the dance? Like, did they practice without us? Like, what happened? And so this fast, we learned that dance and we were a part of the dance. And to this day, they if they watch this, they'll probably be like, oh, so they didn't know how to do the dance. But like to this day, they didn't know that we didn't know how to do the dance. But we got in there, we finessed our way in there. And so you could see like different glimpses in the video of us, doing the little dance around the circle. And so eventually we go outside, and I remember we all take our masks off, and she wants like someone to give like different faces and stuff like that. And she looks at me and she was like, can you give me like a face? Like, it's a face of disgust or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I got you. I mean, I'm not going to turn that down. It's camera time. Come on. And so I'm just like, yeah. And so she's like, it's gonna be a close-up on your face, so you have to, show that emotion. I'm like, okay. And so I do one take, and she was like, you got it. She was like, and I could hear her talking to like other people, and she was just like, oh, she knows what she's doing. I was like, what's making good just say I know what I'm doing? Like, what? That's crazy. And I was just like, that is proof right there that I need to keep on going. But yeah, she was like, yeah, that's great. But sometimes when you're in videos and you are an extra, or you're just like a stand-in or something like that, sometimes you don't get screen time. Like sometimes you'll like see the camera pan to you and stuff, and you're just like, oh, I was in that scene. And then you see it and you're not there because they cut it out. Like, you don't know if you're going to get that screen time or not. So even though I did that, I was just like, I don't know if they're going to use it or not. And we'll see when it comes out. So yeah, I talked to her. I was just like, so am I going to be in the video? Like, she was like, yeah, you're on camera, girl. You're on camera. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And it was just like a crazy experience. Like, her house was beautiful. I remember like I was taking little videos. I'm just like, I'm barefoot on Adrienne Houghton's floor. Like, what? That's crazy. I use Adrienne Houghton's bathroom. That's crazy. Like, I was just saying different things that I was doing in her house. Like, it was crazy that I was there, And so yeah, like, that's my story, and that was like the highlight of my year, pretty much, because little old me being like an amateur actress, like, that's major. You can't say, not everybody can say that they've been in something so major and they don't have an agent, they don't have a manager. Like, this was a friend who invited me to this video shoot. And I had met that friend previously at a Love and Hip Hop video shoot, which is crazy because I don't even know how I got there on Love and Hip Hop. But that was also like background extra stuff too. But yeah, I met him there. And then like you just connect with people. Like you just have to like talk to them and stuff like that and keep them in your contacts, because eventually they'll be able to help you out with stuff, and then vice versa. So you really have to network if you want to be a part of the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry, you have to learn how to network. It's very, very important, because like most of the time it's about knowing somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody for you to get into major things in California, in LA, in Hollywood, period. So yeah, that was like my big thing. And I will post all of the videos. Like they're short little Snapchats, but they're still, you know, they tell the story. They, you know, let you see a little bit of what I'm talking about, because you can hear what I'm saying, but you probably can't like visualize exactly what happened. And no one can from just hearing this video. Like the only people who actually know what happened are the people who were there. But I try to tell the story to the best of my ability, because it happened in 2018 or like early 2019. No, it was 2018. So like, and my memory is not that great. So like I try to remember like details and stuff, but you know, it comes up choppy because I'm just like, well, what happened after that? Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's one thing that I will never forget, like the main things that happened during that time. But the little details I don't remember. It was all a blur. Like it happened, even though it was over 12 hours, it happened so fast to me. I was just like, because I was just in awe every time I saw them. Like, really, I'm in the same room. I'm sitting right next to Adrienne, or like I'm talking to Megan. Like, this is crazy. Like, I will never forget that. And I will never forget their hospitality, like their kindness. It was just great. It was a great experience. Like it was something that I can like take away and be like, I had a great experience in something major. Like a lot of people, they have those type of experiences, and like the celebrities are just mean and nasty, or they're tired or something. And like they were tired. Let me get that straight. They were tired, and you can tell they were tired. But it took like everything in them just to like be like, oh, it's okay, you know, come take a picture, come talk to me about life, you know, like introduce yourself. It was just like, wow, I can tell you're tired, but you still care. Like you really care. But anyway, yeah, that was my story time. I hope you guys like that. I'm sure it was probably all over the place, but you know, you get the gist of what happened. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Too much. Thank you, but no. I'm in a very committed relationship. Only time I flatter myself is when I treat myself to a large Domino's pizza.
You get the same infection.
I mean, they have last. I didn't even get to eat all that Korean barbecue.
How are you holding up? You good? Yeah. Ow! Yeah.
Somebody got a Rolls Royce.
Bitch,
And
do
is
y'all
this a
see
Bentley and a Bentley? Okay. And a Range